Hello. So, hi, welcome. It's Tuesday, and I've been meaning to do this for a little while, but here it is. We're gonna do the thing. Emotional freedom techniques have been around for a while. I've actually been a practitioner with this modality for over a decade. It's something that I use quite frequently, and so here we are. My topic today is actually something that's been coming up quite a lot: regret, guilt, and shame. And if you would like more instruction, particularly about what is tapping, why do tapping, there are some videos on my YouTube page, Catherine Hacking. You can go find more tapping with Kathy there, and also on my personal website. There are some tapping instructions if you want to see some of the more data around this, but please follow along. Go ahead and just jump in wherever you're at and keep going. This is likely to bring up some of your own content. Even if you're just watching, you can benefit quite a bit. I'm going to begin on the side of the hand. We always tap very gently, kind of slowly, and we're going to do a setup phrase. Okay? So even though I've been experiencing regret, right now I choose to love and accept who I am. I'm going to do that 3 times. Even though right now my mind has been kicking up a lot to regret, I choose to have compassion for all of who I am. This has been a hard week. My list of things that I regret seems to be growing. And in this 10 seconds, I choose to love and accept who I am. Now we're going to tap through the points with a reminder phrase. Beginning of the eyebrow, I feel regret. Side of the eye, there are so many things I think I've done wrong. Under the eye, deep breath. Regret is pretty thick and heavy. Under the nose, regret is definitely no fun. On the chin point, I'd rather not look at this. I'd rather not feel this. Collarbone, it is what's up right now. Regret is big in my world. Deep breath under the arm. This regret, I don't like it, but it's what's on the surface. Top of the head. And right along with regret, I've been finding guilt. Beginning of the eyebrow. When I feel regret about things, I feel guilty. Side of the eye. And then when I'm feeling full of regret and guilty, I often find shame. Under the eye. These things seem to go together. Regret, guilt, and shame. Under the nose, I could write out a long list for all the things I feel guilty, I feel ashamed, I regret. On the chin point, my mind likes to do this, to spend time, particularly in the middle of the night, regretting, digging up the guilt and the shame. Collarbone, maybe I should get up and write it down. Maybe I would be able to sleep. Under the arm, these things are so big and so deep. They feel like they're mine. They feel important. They feel very real. Top of the head. I don't know anyone who doesn't have some regret, some guilt, or some shame? Beginning of the eyebrow. In fact, I know a lot of people who are overwhelmed. They have too much regret, too much guilt, and too much shame. Side of the eye. Sometimes I'm one of those people. I lose track of myself. I lose time. I lose energy to regret and guilt and shame. Under the eye, all of this regretting, all of this feeling wrong means that I don't get things done. That I actually have more things to regret and more things to feel guilty about. Under the nose, right now, there are some people in particular that I feel like I could and I probably should apologize to. I don't feel like it's appropriate to say it to them directly. So right now, while I'm tapping, I'm going to make some apologies. Collarbone. We're going to start with the masculine for the he. I am so sorry for everything I have done to him. I am so sorry for all the places I caused him pain. Under the arm. I know that part of my regret is from this place where I don't feel that I can express my apologies. Top of the head. So for 10 seconds, while I'm tapping, I choose to express, I am so sorry that I hurt him. Beginning of the eyebrow. Everything I did to cause him pain. Side of the eye. All the places I regret how things went with him. Under the eye. Deep breath. I wish I could have done better. This is how things are, and I am sorry. I feel guilty. I feel ashamed for this thing with him. Under the nose. There he is. He says I caused him harm. I feel sometimes that I did harm him. On the chin point, there is this thing. It hurts. I give myself space now to acknowledge this pain, to express this regret, to give myself space for something different. Collarbone, holding regret, holding guilt, holding shame around all of this with him is not serving me. Under the arm, everything I did to harm him and allow him to harm me. Top of the head, and shifting over to the feminine. I am so sorry for all the places I hurt her. Beginning of the eyebrow. I am ashamed of the way things have gone with her. Side of the eye. I wish things could have been different with her. Under the eye. I don't know what to do to make things right with her. I feel guilty for how things are with her. Under the nose. I've been carrying this pain about her. On the chin point. She has been harmed. She feels hurt, and I feel responsible. Collarbone. There is so much pain. There is so much regret and shame. I don't want it to be this way. I am sorry it is this way. Under the arm. Deep breath. I owe her an apology. Top of the head. I want to give her an apology, but I don't feel that she could hear an apology from me. Beginning of the eyebrow. She wants me to apologize, and I don't want to apologize. Side of the eye. There are both things, all the things, and more things unnamed going on. She is complicated. I am complicated. Under the eye. She needs more than I can give. She demands more than I have. Under the nose. I am hurting with all of this. I am holding regret. On the chin point. I am holding shame. I am holding guilt. And I don't know what to do with it. Collarbone. She has hurt me. I have hurt her. Under the arm. There is so much pain. Deep breath. Gonna shift over to a slightly different version where we alternate back and forth. We're moving the energy, bringing up the energy, the topic of guilt, regret, and shame, so that it can move through your system and you can have space for other things. Top of the head. He harmed me. Beginning of the eyebrow. She harmed me. Side of the eye. I harmed him. Under the eye. I harmed her. Under the nose. I regret how things went with him. Chin point. I regret how things went with her. Collarbone. In all of this, where I've been feeling guilty and ashamed, I forgot myself. Under the arm. I regret how things went for me. Top of the head. I am sorry that I neglected myself. Beginning of the eyebrow. I hold regret about my own lack of self-care. Side of the eye. Deep breath. I regret abandoning myself. Under the eye. I feel guilty for allowing this to get so bad. Under the nose. I've been losing sleep. I've been feeling sick holding all of this. On the chin. I've been using regret, guilt, and shame as a way to punish myself. Collarbone. All of this is not healthy for me. All of this is unreasonable. Under the arm. Holding on to regret does not change what happened. Top of the head. Feeling guilty and ashamed does not change what happened. Beginning of the eyebrow. No amount of this pain in me will resolve the situation. Side of the eye. No amount of suffering with them, about them, or for them will change the situation. Under the eye. Deep breath. I am willing to know, I am willing to feel that there are things I can do. Under the nose. I can take care of myself right now. Chin point. I can make space for my life to change. Collarbone. Even though there's a lot that has happened that is not the way I wanted it to be. Under the arm. I can right now make new choices. Top of the head. I open the space to breathe. I open the space to feel. Beginning of the eyebrow. I give myself permission to let these things move. Side of the eye. I am willing for this to be different. under the eye. It might not happen today, but I am willing for it to move. I am willing for it to get better. Under the nose, I open the space for new outcomes. On the chin, deep breath. I don't have to figure it out. I don't have to know what change looks like. Collarbone, I am willing to find out what can change, who can change. Deep breath. Under the arm, as I release these things, as I dissipate my regret, my shame, and my guilt. Top of the head, I am willing for other people to also let go of these things. Beginning of the eyebrow. As much as I would like an apology, there are people that have harmed me. Side of the eye. I know that guilt, shame, and regret don't actually make a difference and help me feel better. Under the eye, having them full of regret and pain does not change our lives. Under the nose, I open this space for myself and for everyone around me. On the chin point, I take a deep breath. Wiggle your toes. Collarbone. I am willing to find new ways of being. I am willing for the people around me to find new ways of being. Under the arm. Deep breath. I give myself permission for something different. Top of the head. I am willing to have something new. Beginning of the eyebrow. No one else is going to give me permission. Side of the eye. I am choosing this for myself. Under the eye. This is probably not a popular choice. Under the nose. They may even be mad at me for choosing to move on. On the chin point. I give myself this permission anyway. Deep breath. Collarbone. Right now, I choose to care for myself. I choose to give myself kindness, acknowledgement, and appreciation. Under the arm, I am willing to find out how my life can improve. Go ahead and wiggle. Water, sugar, salt. Even though we were holding still with all the tapping, that sort of thing makes the synapses of your brain fire more than normal, and you will find thoughts, feelings, emotions, sensations moving in your body easily over the next couple hours, even the next several days. Take a breath and let it go. Thank you, thank you. Hi, I'm Kathy Hacking. That's my website. Heart Song Embodiment Services on Facebook, and Catherine Hacking on YouTube. Thank you for taking time to be here. Be well.